Well, hey there, it's Jen.
And Elke, welcome back to the Jen and Elke Show, where we love talking about print on demand, marketing, and strategy things, whether that be what you should sell on the platform, how you should deal with the platforms, whether you should use Etsy or Zazzle or any of the other questions you might have when you want to get into print on demand and create passive income for yourself. And today, our topic is very interesting for you because you're probably grappling with these decisions. Do I use AI? Do I get someone to help me? And yes, we are definitely the Zazzle experts. We give you advice, but we don't claim to be something we're not. And what we've noticed in the last little bit is that there's a lot of stuff going on with AI and people claiming to be Zazzle experts, and they're on Fiverr, and people are using them in Upwork to actually set up their store on the Zazzle platform or Etsy or any of the other platforms. And we are just going like, why do people think that this is okay? Because it's not. It's going to hurt your Zazzle sales by letting these people tell you, oh, this is fine. I'll just set it up for you. Everything you do on whatever platform it is, whether it's Etsy or Shopify or the print on demand platforms like Zazzle, Redbubble, if you think that someone else can just easily set all this stuff up for you because you are like doing it, and we have a solution for you, by the way. We'll talk about that later. Or if you feel like it's too much work and you just want to get in on this and make a bunch of money without really trying too hard, all of these things are really big red flags, and please do not do them. So we're going to dive into this topic today. Maybe you're sort of understanding what we mean, but let's just give you the warning that your business and the amount of money that it makes, and we've helped our clients make over 165 million in sales, and we personally have sold over 15 million, and those numbers are outdated. It's just that we don't want to keep updating our website. But what we really want you to understand is that you can truly develop a brand, do it the right work to get to this point where your Zazzle store or your Etsy store or your Redbubble store, anything that you have that you've started with print on demand, can be a big selling store or brand, because it's possible. It's been possible for years, except everyone wants the quick fix. And so they go to people like the people on Upwork that say they're Zazzle experts. Don't do that. Or they go to AI and go like, ooh, well, that's selling, so I'll just make my own. And therefore, that's I'm going to make sales. Then you realize it's not working. And so we want you to hear this right now so that you don't have that one thing, which is that assumption that this is the easy, quick fix to be able to make sales on Zazzle. Whereas you can make sales on Zazzle very easily if you follow the right steps. And that's what we're going to talk about today in more detail. So let's get into it. I'm excited. This is a bit of a longer video. We just want to really shock you at the beginning because we don't want you to fall into the trap, which will hurt your sales.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a scary subject because AI is definitely a word that people are using on a daily basis now. People are feeling like they're getting more comfortable using it, and definitely AI can be useful and resourceful. But when it comes to using it for specific reasons, that's where we want to tell you to not really have full-on trust in that. And AI, or like Elke said, using people on Fiverr or Upwork, they are people on the internet that you don't know and that you can't 100% trust unless you have like an ironclad non-disclosure agreement. But many people think that opening up a Zazzle store is first of all something that's not maybe easy to do, or that it's something so easy to do and they just don't have the time, so they'd rather pay somebody to do it because it's not worth their time. And so those two are the different options. And if you give your personal information to somebody on the internet, whether that be a robot like ChatGPT or whether it be a person on the other side of Fiverr or Upwork, then you can't 100% trust that they're not going to use your personal information or even hack your account, because I would never personally give my my email or login to my Zazzle store to somebody else. Elke and I have toyed with the fact that we even wanted to get some extra help designing things on our store because we just had so many ideas and so many products that we wanted to post for sale. And we had a really hard time choosing somebody and also trusting that person 100%. Because we just didn't think that it was okay, right? If someone gets the login to your Zazzle account, they can completely change all your information and your login and your password, and then you won't have access to it anymore. And if your store is making you money, then that's a big liability, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's that trust factor. That's the first thing. But I'm almost going even further than that, because the trust factor goes beyond the money and the access. It goes to trusting a person who has absolutely no idea about design and who has absolutely no idea about what you're interested in doing. And they're setting up your store with your branding, with the type of products that they're making for you, or the things that they're choosing. Like if you're choosing even an AI generated image and you don't really understand fully what that image is going to do, whether it's going to sell for you or not sell for you, just because AI generated it because it looks like something else that's sold, is the worst thing you could possibly do, is to give all that power and control away, so that you can feel like, oh, I've got to be able to catch up or be in the whole, movement of the AI process, and I'll just be left behind if I don't use any of these options. And we have a lot of clients that do use AI, but properly, that we've taught how to fully train and use the AI prompts so that they generate designs that are going to actually truly sell for them, rather than just churning out products.
Yes, definitely. And I was, a lot of people might be in that area or that boat saying, well, that's what the times are right now, right? And what people are doing. So I'm just going to jump on the bandwagon. And Elke and I are definitely pro AI or pro creation when it comes to maybe mock-ups or cover photos and things like that. But when it comes to trusting, like I said, somebody else to really hone in on your brand and then what you want to sell, and also the product choices. If someone is hired to randomly create products for you and you're paying this person, first of all, for that, are they actually doing their due diligence and researching the products and making sure that those are viable, intentional products? Or are they also just copying, which is also a big no-no, because you might then be put on the hook for the fact that you own this account or the store, and this person might be just deciding that they want to copy other designs because they think that they're popular, which goes along with the conversation that Elke and I have in some of our other videos, where there are people on YouTube saying, check out the stats on Everbee for this product and it's made thousands of dollars. So what you need to do is just make the same version of your own and you'll make $1,000 or more because the stats say so. And that's not how it works. You have no idea about the history of that product or why that person designed it or when it's sold. Maybe it's not selling anymore and they just had a huge spike. So there's so many more factors that are inside selling and intentionally selling that you can't really trust with somebody who has no idea about Zazzle and claims to be a Zazzle expert. I mean, a lot of these people on Fiverr and Upwork, and I'm not judging them personally, but maybe they're just computer people, they do software development, or maybe they do website development, and they've just decided that this is another venue for them that they can make money because it might be easy for them. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that could go wrong when you trust somebody with your Zazzle store or your Zazzle account for the proper setup and also the completion and upkeep.
Yeah. I'll go even as far, like we can't really identify obviously the people, but I'll go as far as I just checked out people on these platforms, Fiverr, Upwork, and they had lists of their profiles of what clients they've helped. And I went and checked out the person's Zazzle store, and the designs that they supposedly made for the customer, the Zazzle owner of the store, they look very similar to the products of some customers we were working with, and the designs are terrible, right? And so someone paid for this, and now they think that this is going to sell for them because it looks decent enough. But it's not. It's like just what Jen said. It is literally a copy with a little bit of an adjustment. And who knows if this is going to sell now. As Jen said, there's a lot of history. How did this other person who made that popular, what did they do to make it popular? Is it something that's still popular? Will any sort of variation of it still sell? Who knows? And so all of these factors are going to influence what's going to hurt your sales. And most of them are a negative. They're not a positive in terms of selling. You're not tapping into the market. You're tapping into a trend or some sort of occurrence that happened to somebody else. And then now you're trying to replicate that just by throwing sort of the end product up, right? Instead of someone who has that store, who maybe had that product, developed that design, put it on Pinterest, put it on their social media sites, and got the traffic to come to that design and start selling it. That is now something that someone else is just trying to mimic by putting up the design because they see it as a popular product. So you see the disconnect where that's just not going to work, right? It's just, and then I noticed also that weirdly enough, the title and tags were not right. So that poor person who thought this is going to work for me, they're not getting what they need in order to truly sell. That's the most important thing, right? Because you've given, the one thing that's really going to hurt your sales is you've given up your control and you've given your trust to AI and other people. And instead, you've got to say, I'm actually smart. I know what's going on. So you have to say that to yourself. I'm not saying that about me. I am smart, but like, you don't have to give up your autonomy and your own ability to think this through. You can do this. And when you feel that way, rather than going like, "Ooh, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'll let someone else do that for me, or I'll let AI do that for me," then what happens is you start to think that you're not good at anything. But as a business, like, you're starting the Zazzle store or Etsy store or as some sort of Shopify store or even Amazon merch, you're starting these to not just make money, but to build wealth. And the building wealth is like hugely different than just grabbing a few dollars. That's the difference I see, right? Like, everyone else is like, oh, everyone else is doing well on this platform. I'll just, as Jen said, grab some designs that's similar, load those up, and I'll be fine, and I'll grab some. And it does work to some degree because the other people made those products popular. And so just by association, you're possibly going to make some sales because your products might come up with those designs on them in the same kind of search, right? But it's not that you have developed a business model that's going to work for you consistently over and over and over again, to the point where 4 to 5 to 6 to 10 years, and even for us 18 years later, we are still running businesses that are giving us the money that we want, considering that, how we set it up. So if you want that rather than just a very small, quick cash grab, then that's the difference. And because if you set those two different business models up against each other, one will drop off very fast and not make anything ever again. Whereas the other is the beginning of growth and scaling and getting bigger and bigger in terms of the amount of money that they're consistently making over and over again every year. And so that's going to be the worst thing that hurts your sales, is that you've given your trust to someone who doesn't want to start that process of scaling to the point where it becomes a legacy wealth rather than just a little bit of a cash grab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely.
Okay. I hope this was enlightening. I want you to all think about this. In this generation of me, and I deserve it, and I don't need to work for it. You do need to work for things that are going to be long-lasting, consistently increasing revenue. You can't just go like, oh, I put up a YouTube video or anything else, or I made a product and it's going to give me like $1 billion. Please don't think that way. There is an element of work. There's a very big element of intellectually looking at things and planning and setting things up for success, that's more important than, oh, ChatGPT told me to do this, or Kittle or some other program just generated me a t-shirt design. I'll stick it on every t-shirt I could possibly stick it on and stick it in my Etsy store. That is so sad when people think that that's now the way that things are going to work. Instead, be kind to yourself. Understand that you have the ability to actually create $1 million wealth company if you think it through, and you get support if you would like from us, or just think about it in general, that you have the ability to make this business yourself. You don't have to cheat and get it from like ideas from other people or help from someone who has no clue what they're doing.
Mhm. Yes. And so, on that note, we have a great course for you. If you want to learn how you can set up your store properly without any help from AI or hiring somebody, because you need to set up your store properly from the beginning in order for you on Zazzle, yes, to get your listing seen, and then to also start building a store with selling power. Because if you don't set it up properly at the beginning, then unfortunately you're going to run into a lot of bumps along the road. We've seen it. I've personally experienced it, where you might set up something or have somebody else set it up for you. And then all of a sudden you realize everything is all just a big mess, and you have more work fixing things than actually being successful or seeing the results. And so in the link in the description, there's a link to our completion course for your Zazzle store setup. It's called the 100% store completion course. And that will help you walk through all of the initial steps that you need to set up your store easily and do it yourself. And it's not hard. I did that course in the span, recorded it in the span of maybe not even half an hour. And so if you're able to take the time.
The reason that she did that is because she literally walked through how to set it up.
Yes.
And then it's very, very minimal amount of money just to give you we want to make sure that you're serious. And but you can get it all done in half an hour, right?
Yes, more or less half an hour. I set up that store. I set up a new store completely with you, and I walked through the steps step by step, showing you exactly what you need to do. And I physically did it myself in that course and recorded it. So this is your chance to walk with me through those steps so that you can get your store 100% store completed and then start selling, because we want you to start out right and start doing it so that you feel like you have the power, like Elke said, and not that you're giving the power to somebody else and you don't have an idea of what's going on. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Make sure that you check out that store completion course so that you can get started. Bye.